Meeting for the City of New Smyrna Beach, Thursday, October 28th, 2021. Can we get a roll call, please?
Arthur Van Bulen.
Van Bulen, yeah. Here.
Okay. Randy Beach.
Here.
Joseph Blanchette.
Here.
Paul Here.
Here.
William Coward is absent. He's ill. Francis Dalton, not present. And Heidi Hells Walker, also not present. These are our alternates. They just got nominated 2 days ago, so.
All right. After the roll call here, Dorlisa, you're going to introduce someone new here.
Hi. As most of you know, I have been the board secretary for like 20 years on this board, and I am stepping down. Cindy Langdon will be taking my place. She will be the board secretary, but I will fill in for her in the event of her absence. So I just wanted to say thank you to everyone. It has been a pleasure, and after we hear the 2 cases under old business, I will be departing.
Thank you, Dorlisa. I'd like to have the disclosure of ex parte communications if anyone has spoken of any of the cases before us tonight. No. Let the record show there's none. Everybody has a packet of the minutes from the July 22nd board meeting. Can I get an approval of the minutes, please?
I move we approve the minutes.
And a second?
Aye.
All in favor?
Wait.
Randy Beach, second.
Said aye, and then I'm going to read the roll call for the vote.
Okay.
Arthur,
Here.
you said aye, yes?
Aye.
We're voting here, yes or no.
Oh.
Randy Beach?
Aye.
Aye. Joseph Blanchette?
Aye.
Paul Here?
Aye.
And then Mr. Coward is absent, and our alternates don't vote.
Let the record show the vote was unanimous. The swearing into the city staff, please.
Please stand and raise your right hand. State your full name. In the matter to which you are about to give testimony, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? The witnesses have been sworn in.
Okay, we have 2 cases of old business. The first case is case number BTB 2020-19471, Delbert Gale at 323 Palm Street.
Good evening. I have some pictures that I took of the property today that I'll pass around so the board can look at these. They're the property at 323 Palm Street. And on July 22nd, 2021, the Building Trade Board continued this case for 60 days as recommended by the chief building official. Mr. Gale at that time had made some progress on the property, and the property is looking much better, as you'll see in the photos that are coming around. There has been some work done. He did have an inspection on the property, and the board order and the notice of hearing was mailed certified mail. The certified mail was accepted on September 27th, 2021, and the notice was also hand-delivered to Mr. Gale himself at 323 Palm Street on September 23rd. As I stated, an inspection was conducted, and Gary can give you an update on the inspection.
Hello, Gary. I went to Mr. Dilbert's or Gale's house several times, and he calls me about maybe every other day. So we've been in pretty much constant contact with each other. He's hard with the money. As he gets a little bit of money, he's doing a little bit of the repairs. But I've been in through the house. I've walked through the house, and the house is almost 90% now. So he's really getting there. So I recommend just let's keep the extension going. He does have an active permit, and it is current.
Gary, how long would you recommend to continue the case?
I'd say let's give him about 6 more months just to make sure. I don't want to, I want to make sure he has adequate time. He's, like I said, he's doing little by little as he gets his income or whatever, his Social Security, and he's trying to go in there and fix it little by little, but he is doing a good job.
So you would recommend moving this then to the April
Yes, sir.
meeting next year?
Yes, sir.
I'll make a motion to give the owner 6 more months to complete the house and revisit it at the April meeting.
I'll second it.
And for the vote, Arthur Van Bulen?
Aye.
Yes. Randy Beach?
Here. Aye.
Yes. Joseph Blanchett?
Aye.
Paul Here?
Aye.
That concludes the vote.
Let the record show that that was unanimous. Does that conclude, after you make a vote, does that conclude any conversation on the case?
Yes.
Okay, because I didn't ask Mr. Gale if he actually wanted to speak.
He's
Okay.
Mr. Peoples, so.
Oh, okay.
When I go through the procedure, typically you would ask if there's anybody from the public here.
Okay. Well, the next case then would be BLD 000-002-2021, Ethel Lee Peoples Estate, care of Johnny Peoples, 512 North Myrtle Avenue.
Okay, I also have pictures that I took today of the property. And I also have the photo of when the property was posted on September 23rd. And this case was on May 27, 2021, the board had requested that the property be secured and gave the property owner 7 days to obtain the permit to demolish the roof, which the roof has been demolished. The property has been secured. They have, at the last hearing, I believe they were given time to try to bring up some engineer suggestions or drawings on whether the rest of the building could be saved or if they should just continue to demolish that building. On September 23rd, the notice of hearing and the board order was mailed certified mail, and as of yesterday, the mail was still in transit, but the property was posted on September 23rd. Gary and I and Steve discussed this property a little bit about the submittal of the plans yesterday, and we had not had an update from Mr. Peoples, but I see Mr. Peoples is here this evening to update the board. So my recommendation is to let Mr. Peoples tell us what he's got going on.
Mr. Peoples, if you'd like to speak, you need to get sworn in by the city staff here.
You can go to the microphone if you like. Please stand and raise your right hand. State your full name.
Johnny L. Peoples.
In the matter to which you are about to give testimony, do you swear or affirm to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
The witness has been sworn in.
What I have to present to the board, it's been a challenge due to many of the engineering companies to come out to even do an inspection. Most of them say that they are just commercial only. Me living out of town, I was able to secure one company. There are a couple of other engineering companies that I desire to further pursue to check this building out to see if it's sound. I have these two documents at this point that I was able to acquire one inspection by that firm. There's more data I downloaded and brought that along with me so you could see that I'm not feather bedding, hopefully, to substantiate. There are a couple of other engineering test groups that I checked with, and they belayed it and referred me to others because they're saying they're commercial. I did find a couple of others online, including one here in New Smyrna Beach, that said that they could be in line if, depending on their workload, to come out and check to see. I think what we're looking at is indicated on that drawing, that one northeast corner, which has a slight crack. I guess you have pictures, though. You have pictures of that garage that's left. You have pictures of that, or did I? The issue that we're discussing that needs to be addressed.
We can put them on screen if you want.
The picture that I just handed Cindy was taken at when this project first started, or at the beginning of the project.
You don't have a picture?
She's
you can screen share that with
Cindy's
them?
going to share it in just a minute.
Okay. That still doesn't show the crack. Crack is on the northeast corner. But all that dilapidated mess left. The crack is on. I should have brought a picture.
Can you please talk into the microphone for the recording?
I'm sorry, I got to record.
Thank you.
I'm sorry. I should have brought a shot so you could see what we're after. All of that was removed. There's a slight crack on the northeast corner. I think it's pinpointed on that drawing that you have. There's arrows on the drawing that the company that I had came out and made the assessment. I just need time to continue with trying to get someone to make a firm conclusion. There's one statement made for that company that I had come over from Orlando. So that's all I have to present where I'm at with it.
May I ask you two questions, please, sir?
Yes, sir.
One, were you unsuccessful with the engineering group in Port Orange that was supposed to get back to you? Did they ever return your call?
They returned the call, and I was not able to get them to come out.
I know you were running into issues at the last meeting regarding they all want to do commercial.
In fact, the engineering department that I was referred to said they no longer did residential. They referred me to another testing engineering company in Daytona. The number he gave me was disconnected. So I'm trying to do what I can with it, but I just
My
have
other question, if I may, sir.
Sure.
In your presentation with that letter, it just shows that the Florida Foundation Group wants to install the piers and footings. It's not truly an assessment as to whether this building is still salvageable. You know what I'm saying? In other words, the question I believe that was presented the last time was, is this building worth saving? And what you've shown is just some work that they need to do on the foundation in order to have you lifted.
Okay. I'll wait until you finish. I'm sorry I interrupted.
No, please, I'm sorry.
Maybe it's not in the statement. I have to go back and look at the others, but he made an assessment, and I foggy, I guess I didn't see it. He said the building is sound except for that crack, but you can't go by what I'm saying.